All right, so assalamu alaikum everyone. Thank you so much for joining us at Paheli Ki Raat. We are the Citizens Foundation. We are the Young Professionals chapter here for the North of England. I'm Amani. I'm president of this chapter.
Hi everyone, I'm Hiba and I'm the Director of Marketing.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, I'm Ali and I'm the events.
Hello everyone, my name is Ziad. I am the Director of Finance.
So just before we get properly into the quiz and before we have a little Q&A with Rehman Khan, I just want to spend a couple of minutes talking over TCF, what the charity stands for and what the purpose is, what the vision and the aim is, because I appreciate many people may not know. So fundamentally, TCF is a charity that works to ensure that every child in Pakistan has access to an education, which is something that most of us here really take for granted because it's just handed to us on a plate. But actually, as of right now, there is over 22 million children in Pakistan who have never set foot in a school. And that is basically what TCF works to change. So TCF started 25 years ago. It started by only 5 people. And if we fast forward 25 years, TCF currently has a global presence. It's in Canada, America, the UK, obviously, the Middle East, and also parts of Europe, which surprised me actually, that there's a TCF Norway and a TCF Italy chapter. But it just goes to show how wide the presence TCF now has. TCF now has 1,652 schools in many of the rural parts of Pakistan. It also there's also been over 260,000 students who have actually passed through the whole TCF schooling system. The thing that actually stuck out the most for me personally about TCF and what actually really inspired me to want to be a part of it and kind of further the aim that TCF has is that TCF has an all-female faculty. So because of this, because there are only female teachers, parents are so much more confident about sending their daughters to school, which means that then you actually educate not just half of society, but the whole of it. Because also and that also means that TCF schools have almost a 50 ratio of boys and girls. And to me, that also then means that TCF is providing women job opportunities, which in a country like Pakistan, and that too in the rural parts of Pakistan, is quite an achievement. And I know that TCF has been named as the largest independent employer of women in Pakistan. So those are a couple of the reasons. That's actually the main reason why I joined TCF and why I really wanted to further its aim and its outreach. TCF does a number of other projects too, but the other one that actually really stands out for me because of its impact is the Agahi Adult Literacy Program. So this program started to reach the elder sisters, mothers, and grandmothers of TCF students, because those were women who had never gone to school, but were past the age of ever being able to, but yet they were still very much dependent on their families because they had almost no numeracy literacy skills. So even from very basic things like calculating their groceries or getting the bus, they have to constantly be with someone from their family to do so, just because it's not something they were able to do independently. So the Agahi Adult Literacy Program is a 3-month program, after which women will have very basic literacy and numeracy skills to kind of give them that bit more independence from their family, without more independence. One story from the adult literacy program that I recently found out about and that really stuck with me was that there was this woman who worked in a brick making factory, and she would get paid per brick. After she'd gone through the Agahi Adult Literacy Program, she was able to calculate how much she should be paid per brick at the end of the month. And it turns out she'd actually been getting underpaid by quite a significant amount. And obviously, once she was able to then calculate the correct amount she worked for, that basically changed her life because it increased her salary without any extra work on her part. So it's success stories like that that really make you want to be a part of TCF and make sure you give back in any way that you can, because we got everything handed to us. So if we're the privileged, it's our responsibility to help those who are not. So after that little intro, I think we can get to our Q&A with Rehman Khan. Ali, are you on the call with us?
Hi. Yes. Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
Ellie. Thank you so
Sorry.
much for joining us.
I don't know. Let me just figure this out for a second. Hi.
Hi, Ellie.
Hello,
Thank you so
everyone.
much for joining.
You guys can see me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you fine. I'm assuming also everyone else can?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Great.
Excellent.
So thank you so much for joining. We're really excited you could be a part.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here. I'm not quite sure. I've been struggling with Zoom on my laptop because I'm so used to using Zoom on my phone. So this is really one of the few times I'm actually using Zoom on my laptop, and I'm really struggling. I wish my heart is racing because I mess up every now and then I'm lost, and then I'm back again. So, hello everyone.
Hi, I think everyone's on Zoom actually, but we're reading the chats and everyone's sending messages already, which is really nice.
Excellent.
So we just have a couple of questions prepped for you, but then we're also open to Q&A from anyone else who wants to ask Ellie anything or ask about his experiences, not just with TCF, but in generally. So yeah, like if anyone wants to message a question in the chat, we'll be happy to take it. So I guess, Ellie, if it's okay with you, we could start on a couple of questions that we have that we know everyone joining would be interested in knowing more about.
Yes, of course. I mean, you can shoot as many questions as you want. That's what I'm here for. So I'm happy to answer any questions that everyone might have. And yeah, let's start with those. Why not?
Cool. So I guess the first question is, what really inspired you to join TCF and become a Goodwill Ambassador? What was it particularly about TCF that made you want to work with the charity and really support it?
I think, I think it's a no-brainer, to be honest. The fact that it's one of the largest privately run school systems in the world is, I think, reason alone. And I really didn't know much about TCF prior to last year when I came into contact with them. And, I was just very impressed with what they've done, what they've accomplished, how long they've been there for, the people involved, and of course the alumni, and of course the kind of students that they have across Pakistan, the schools that they have, the kind of education that they're disseminating. There's so many reasons that make me want to be a part of this and make me proud every single day that I'm a part of TCF. The fact that this runs on charity, the fact that it's an all-female staff, there are just a few reasons why I'm absolutely in love with this organization and what they do.
Cool, thank you. And we found out recently that you've actually visited one of the schools. Is that right?
So yeah, it's really interesting. That's actually the first time I came in touch with TCF, although I'd heard their name before, but I think this was during the promotions of our film Manja, and we were doing this small promotional activity with kids from the TCF school. I forget the location. It's somewhere in Karachi. And I wasn't, they said that you have to go to the school and do this small segment with some of the kids over there regarding their general knowledge questions. And I think I'm very good at general knowledge questions, so I was really excited about it. But I wasn't sure about this, about the school, about where we're going. And usually you don't expect TCF, or when you hear something about a charity school, you don't. Or a school that's run on donations. I mean, you don't expect such a big building and then such a big presence. So I really didn't know. I wasn't expecting much, but then I went to the school and I saw the premises, and I was like, I was blown away. I was like, this is, I mean, from first impressions are the last. So I mean, for me, that was just like, oh my God, I can't believe that this is all run on donations. And it's then I got to know more about it. They gave us a little presentation about the school. The kids that are in the school, we got to interact with the kids. We did these amazing videos with these really, really smart kids, and I was so impressed with what they were doing. Their alumni, there's some really amazing success stories. people who have graduated from TCF and then have now started teaching the kids in various schools across Pakistan. I mean, it's absolutely, it blew me away. And when they got in touch with me, I was so happy that they were the ones that reached out. I mean, I felt like I should have been the one that should have reached out. But I mean, I think it was just it was a match made in heaven. I think, and it's a privilege for me to be a part of this organization and to promote it every single day. I'm just really happy that we're able to do whatever we can.
We actually have someone from TCF who's a current student joining us for this quiz, which is also really special. And
oh,
yeah,
nice, nice.
Yeah.
Right.
You
So
take over?
Yes, the next question. Hi, Ali. How are you? All good?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Okay, so next question is, so you told us that you had a birthday event with TCF. So tell us more about that. How did that go? And what did you achieve from it?
So I think that was a really great idea. Again, we were just talking about ways to, we were always talking about doing a fundraising event. And of course, these fundraising events are really fun when you're doing them. Actually, a lot more, most of the ones that we've attended are in person. And, it's really nice to go and meet the people on the ground and, ask them for, present to them what TCF is all about, and then, ask them for donations. Because when people are introduced to TCF, it's a no-brainer. People really do want to commit some money to it and, to fund the system. But when of course COVID happened, so we had to think along different lines. I mean, we had to innovate, and that's when they came up with the idea. We were brainstorming, and we're like, okay, why not do? My birthday was I think about a month away or a few weeks away. And the idea came in. Now, I don't want to take credit for this, so I'll just give it to the TCF team. They did a great job in suggesting this, and then of course, I was like, yeah, why not? Because that's the only way we can actually do something. But I was a little skeptical because I wasn't sure how a Zoom fundraiser would work. But I was really insistent on the fact that I would get my friends involved in it. I knew that I could accumulate a good number of celebrities from Pakistan, actors, designers, philanthropists, and people who were just generally, good people. I mean, not that everyone else is bad, but I'm just saying people who I was personally connected to at that very time. And I was able to get a good number of people, and we managed to set a date, which was my birthday, the 6th of May. And during that day, we got a few people together just to have a little chit chat, and we requested people to come in and donate whatever they wanted to as part of my birthday wish. And I think we did a great job. I think I'm going to let someone from TCF answer the numbers to how much we raised. But I think if I'm not being too if I'm not gloating too much, I think we raised over a crore
Wow,
in total.
That's great.
Almost a crore. But because I think TCF was supposed to match the donations that we got. So, I mean, it was, and I think it was one of their biggest fundraisers to date. Correct me if I'm wrong again, TCF. But, I'd like to take credit for some things. So I think that was a really good initiative. And we really, I was super happy. Because what better way to celebrate your birthday than to do something like that. So I mean, I was ecstatic. Everyone involved was super. We were all just we couldn't believe it. We really couldn't believe it. But it was such a great event. And thank you to all the people who donated and who came and enjoyed the chit chat session.
Yeah. So did you have like people could just join in as well, but you guys were like the panelists, so only your video showed, but anyone could have joined, right? Yeah,
so it's just a bunch of us actors, designers, people from media just talking to each other because we couldn't see each other anyway. It was the heart of lockdown, I think, and we couldn't see each other. We were just at home, and we decided to have a chit chat. I mean, really, we were just talking about a lot of things. We talked about TCF, we talked about each other's lives. It was just a very general conversation, and I think people just really enjoyed it. It was It was something very different, and I hope that we can keep it up and get more people involved in it.
Yeah, that's the aim. So that brings us nicely to the next question. So what advice do you have for us as young professionals who have started this chapter to raise awareness in the UK, since we're not obviously living in Pakistan?
Well, I think you guys are doing a great job in any case. I mean, this is one of those, I think, events where you really are you're playing your part, and you're doing what is needed. But you guys are from different walks of life. Some of you are students, some of you are professionals, some of you are doing your masters, some of you are just moved. So you all have your own social circles. You have your different areas of interest. You have people that you have your different communities. And all you can do is, I think, just spread the word within those communities. I think it's just, I call it sadka jariya. It's just talking about it, talking about what good the organization does, and how it can improve people's lives, and how it can really, make a change in the world. So I think what you guys can do is just talk about it as much as you can within your communities, within your social circles, within your gatherings, anywhere you can. Online, social media is such a powerful tool nowadays.
True.
That people will pay attention. If you do something, people will pay attention, and people will follow on. So I think that's also one of the ways that if you have a voice on social media, if you're a blogger, if you have if you're a gamer, if you're a YouTuber, there are a lot of ways that you can get the word out there. And trust me, I don't think people will ever say no. I'm not interested in this, because I think once when they're interested, and once they see what TCF is all about, I think for them it's just going to be an easy decision to make. To actually spread the word, which is more important, and of course, even equally important is to maybe donate something. So I think that's, for me, that's one of at this very moment. That's what I think is really important. That's how you guys can do it. It doesn't matter where you are. It's just you have the tools, you have the means. You just have to use it wisely.
Yeah, no, that's really helpful advice from you. So thank you. We'll just go over some questions that others have. Sorry.
I think we have a lot of questions from everyone.
Good, keep them coming. So, if someone, I presume, is going to ask me these questions, because I have no idea where we are.
Do you guys want to, or?
I can't see it because I'm screening the video. So one of you.
Okay. So one question is, would you ever consider doing a film or a drama based on the UK community? So this person feels we need something that reflects the Desi community in the UK. Is this something you'd ever consider?
Of course, yeah, I would love to do something for the UK community. It's been, I've been coming to the UK ever since I was a child. I feel like I somehow am strangely connected to the UK community. So I would love to do something about the UK diaspora. There are always stereotypes about different diasporas everywhere in the world, and I grew up in the Indian culture, so I would love to do something with the UK, just telling very indigenous stories. I think there's so many stories to tell, and it's been, even though there's a lot of good work that's been, a lot of good series and films that have come out, I think there can be more. I remember back in the day, there was this, I forgot the name of the film, but we grew up in the times of Goodness Gracious Me, so I was really, really excited about that show every time that came out. It was one of my favorite shows, and then there was this this other film with Om Puri in it, and forgot the name. It'll come to me, but these were just one-offs. I mean, there were so many other different stories to tell. Their comedies, their dramas, and I would love to be a part of it. So if there's someone writing a script out there, write me in.
I'm sure if you
What would you say is your favorite show?
My favorite show?
Yes.
My favorite British show or my favorite show?
British.
British show. Oh man, there's so many. But grew up with Faulty Towers and you know, Whose Line Is It Any? No, not Whose Line Is It Anyway. Yeah, Whose Line Is It Anyway? Wasn't that the one? And then there were, you know, some others do have him, and so I just grew up with like all of these amazing shows back in the day. Blackadder, and you know, Mr. Bean. I mean, I don't have a favorite. I don't think I can have a favorite show. I just grew up with so many. But I remember back in the day, Whose Line Is It Anyway was mine. Was it Whose Line Is It Anyway, where there's a teacher and there are many students. Yeah, I think that's the one. You know, where there's a teacher and there he's at an English school and there are different students and they're Pakistanis and Indians and Chinese, and I think that was it.
You're
Or maybe
teaching
I
me
didn't.
about British shows now because I've not.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I don't know.
I think you're too young.
It'll come back to me. I have bad memory.
By the way, lots of people are saying they loved your Dyare Dil drama, which I did too.
Great, great. Well, I love Dyare Dil too. I think this is one of my all-time favorites as well. Not because I was in it, but because of that journey. And I think it was just a beautiful script and a beautiful time, and it was one of the best times I've had shooting something. So yeah, it's definitely, and of course the late Abid Ali sir was in it. So you know, it's always a special drama. You know, it's always very close to my heart.
Amazing.
Yeah, my mom cried for a solid half hour when both when both the brothers died.
I'm just gonna.
I cried too.
What's your favorite Pakistani drama that you're not in? And yeah, because I think this will be interesting.
Good question.
Hmm.
Ooh. You know what? I don't. I mean, I do. Of course, I have many favorite dramas. I think back in the day there was a drama called Sunere Din. There was an Alpha Bravo Charlie. There was Tanhaiya. You know, those are classic dramas, and I wish I was in them. But I also really liked Usman Khalid Butt and Maya Ali did this drama called On Zara, which I really was a big fan of. And there was another one. Again, you know, the name is Fawad Khan, Sanam Baloch. It's a period drama. And
That's fun.
Dastan, that was the one. Yeah. So I wish I was in that one. Dastan was a beautiful play.
Yeah.
Mine is Humsafar, all time.
You wish you were in Humsafar?
That is my favorite show. Although, yeah, I do wish I was in it too. But that's my favorite show. Right. Any more questions?
Yes, a lot of people wish they were in Humsafar, and I mean, it was a good show. It was definitely a good show. It was the one for the decade.
So somebody has asked, why did you get acting? What made you want to act?
I mean, what makes a person want to do business or IT or become an engineer or become an astronaut? I just think, I mean, I remember, I mean, this is now, I think, a very well-known story. I talk about it every single time I'm asked about this, but I wanted to be an actor for as long as I can remember. And my earliest inspirations for being one was Superman, you know. I loved the character. I loved the comic books, and then when I saw Superman on in film for the first time, you know, I just wanted to be Superman. And then, you know, of course, that's where the acting came, the passion for acting came in. You know, I just wanted to play Superman. I wanted to be someone other than Ali Rahman, you know. So I think that's where it started. I mean, I know pretty much that's where it started. So I mean, and I've never really thought of anything else as my, you know, the people would ask me like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And my answer would always be actor. I would never I would never even pretend to like have any other career. And this carried on till, I don't know, till present day. I've never ever thought of any other careers my own except for acting. I mean, I would lie about it sometimes, but I would lie.
Was there any particular childhood heroes in terms of actors?
Superman, Christopher Reeve was my first. Christopher Reeves was one of those. I adored him and I worshipped him. Like as a kid, I really looked up to him, and he was Superman. And I was heartbroken when he had that injury and he broke his spine and he couldn't play that character anymore. Because for me, Superman finally, he couldn't have been so fragile. But Jack Ritter was also John Ritter. Sorry, was a really one of my favorite actors back in the day, because there was this TV show called Three's Company, and he was. Again, it's a show from the 70s, I think. And we used to watch it all the time, and I mean, it was hilarious, and he was such an idol of mine. Michael Jackson growing up, because it was Michael Jackson, and I mean, there were just countless stars back in the day. I can't even put myself, but these few were just some of my inspirations, and some people who I really adored.
Cool. I think another question, this will probably be the last question. There's a question saying although we do have some dramas and social issues, like Odari was one that springs to mind. Do you think that there needs to be more dramas on issues like vaccination, or other social issues like social inequality or something, or along that line? Do you feel that that's something that the Pakistani drama has yet to tap into?
Okay, here's the thing. I love the fact that we have so many issue-based dramas, and I really am very proud of the fact that all of our dramas, or at least 95% of our dramas, cover some sort of issue, But I'm also from that school of thought that believes that sometimes entertainment should just be entertainment, just for the sake of being entertainment, and entertainment being an escape from whatever you're doing, So I even though, yes, we definitely always need to talk about issues, TV is a great way to raise awareness about different issues, but it shouldn't be the only way. And I sometimes feel like, because of now us addressing so many social issues all the time, we're inundated with them, so which one to follow? We don't know how many. I mean, there's always a different social issue on every different channel. But that, again, it doesn't mean that's irrelevant, like you still need dramas that are on social issues so that people understand what it is like. I've written a concept for one, and it was a big success because it was an issue that people related to. So of course there's always a need of the hour, and you always need to have those kind of television dramas, but those will keep on coming. And I think that as long as writers keep on writing, there will always be a drama on a new social issue. And I feel like that definitely needs to happen. But I also feel like it shouldn't take away from people writing about other things. Maybe sometimes writing a comedy or murder mystery. Those are possibilities too. And I feel like there should always be a balance with that kind of entertainment. It shouldn't just be expected that drama nikal raha to the drama has to be about a social issue. Sometimes it's not, and that's okay too.
Yeah, sometimes a classic love story is equally amazing.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you go into television and you get more stressed thinking about stuff, because it's just social issues they're real, and they're stressful because the reality of it is so scary. And then it's also nice to sometimes watch something and just not think about it too much. So I think there should always be a balance between it, and we will always have, and I feel like they should never stop being dramas about social issues, but I also feel like they should not stop being dramas about anything else as well.
Well, thank you so much for that little Q&A session. I think we should start to move on to the quiz, unless there are any immediate questions. Oh, mind. I think my internet's kind of cut out a bit. Okay, no, I'm good. Yeah, so no, thank you so much for joining us, Ali. That was a lot of fun for us, and I'm sure it was for everyone else too.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me. Good luck to all the participants on this quiz. I hope you guys really work hard and you know, with the best team. Is it team? With the best team win. And I wish I could have stayed for this, but I have to get along and go to sleep. It's late.
Get along and go to sleep.
No, thank you so much. Even though it's so late in Pakistan right now, we really appreciate you still being around and joining our quiz.
No, I'm happy to have. I am happy to have spent more time, but I actually need to be up tomorrow very early. So
No, that's okay.
I wish you all the best of luck for what's to come, and I hope to do this some other time.
Yeah, definitely. We'd love to. All right.
Guys, thank you so much for having me, and all the best.
Thank you
Take
so
care,
much.
and we'll speak soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so before we carry on to the quiz, okay, just really quick, we've got one of our TCF students, Gania, who's joined us from Pakistan. So she's up really late in Pakistan just to play this quiz with us, which is really nice of her. So just quickly about Gania. So she's in class 8 at the moment, and her dad is a helper at a textile company, and her mom does stitching. And so she's really passionate about science and biology, and she hopes to be a doctor in the future. So inshallah, we hope that she does become a doctor, and hopefully with all our donations and our contributions, we can help her achieve her dreams. So thanks, Gani, for joining us. Right, moving on.
Okay, so I'm going to quickly run through the structure of this quiz. So the quiz is made up of 5 different rounds. We have food, history, music, geography, and trivia. And the way this is going to work is each group has a WhatsApp group where one of us from the TCF Young Professionals team are in it. And what we're asking you guys to do is to submit your answers at the end of each round. So the best thing for you to do is to put all your answers in one message and then tag any of us admins in the WhatsApp group so that we can see it. And it has to be submitted at the end of each round. If answers rather are delayed, we can't guarantee those will be locked in, kind of thing. So just make sure they're sent at the end of each round. There is a question that asks you to name a certain number of things in a certain number of seconds. And after that certain number of seconds, your answer will also be locked in. So we will only count the answers within that short time frame. The team with the most points at the end of the quiz will win the prize, and it is only eligible for UK residents. All of the answers will be revealed at the end of the quiz, so you have to stick around to the end to find out who wins. And of course, have fun. We're super excited for you guys to be here, and we have a great number of attendees. But also remember that Allah is watching, and so no cheating. Don't yell out any of the answers. We don't want to disqualify anybody. So the best of luck to you all, and as Ali said, you know, may the best team win.
Does everyone understand the rules? If you don't understand, message in your WhatsApp group and one of us will answer your question, okay? So just each question has 30 seconds that will be shown on the screen. Okay. So
and if there's a question where, sorry, Zad, I think you may have touched on this, but just to reiterate, any question that says name as many as you can of this in 15 seconds, you do get 1 point for each thing you name. So it's an easy way to total up your score if you know so many of that particular category.
Definitely, yeah. So it's 1 point per question, except for that one question that asks you to name a certain number. So hope that makes sense. Thanks, Alani.
this is your slide. Go.
So we've got a few different types of questions, not every round will have every question. So we've got anagrams. Anagrams are where the correct answer has been shuffled up. So the letters are in different order, and you need to rearrange them to find the correct answer. We've then also got word searches, which are my favorite. We've got kind of photo questions as well. As you'll see in the first food round, the questions to do with pictures can require different tasks, but we'll explain them when we ask those questions. And then the Antakshari round, which I think will probably be the best round, is where Hiba's going to play us some music and, well, you'll see the questions come up. So yeah, hopefully it should be good, and any kind of difficult questions we'll explain when we get to them.
Okay, so I'm just answering. So one's question, you can just cover that for me. Thank you.
Okay, so the first round is the food round. Okay, so I hope everyone's ready. Okay, so the first question is, guess which recipe these 3 pictures make up? Go. Okay, what is that? Last 10 seconds? 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, time's up. Okay, so next one. Okay, same again. Which Pakistani recipe do these 3 ingredients make up? Okay, last 5 seconds. Okay, question number 3 of this round. Okay, so this is an anagram. The clue is taste the rainbow, and you have to guess what food the letters make up. Okay, last 5 seconds. Now this time up. Okay, another anagram. The clue for this is brings all the Pakistanis to the yard. So what food or drink does the anagram make up? Yeah, that timer isn't for this one, but okay, all right. So last question of this round. Okay, so this is a word search. You have 30 seconds to guess which Pakistani food is hidden in this word search.
Done.
All right. So if you haven't already, yeah, so basically just send one answer, one text to your group WhatsApp, to your WhatsApp group, and have all the answers to each of the questions we just went through. Just make sure to tag one of the team in the WhatsApp group so that we get the message. And remember, no cheating. So don't message afterwards.
So answers now, please.
Just give me a minute.
Yeah, we're just give some time for this.
All right, I think that's good, right? I think everyone should have submitted by now.
Yeah, we're just
otherwise I'm making time.
This is
Okay, but no one else submit any answers, by the way. Okay. All right, should we move on to the next round?
yeah.
Okay, guys, so this round is on the history of Pakistan. So we're really going to test you to see who's the most original Pakistani here. So first question.
1 sec.
In which city was the Pakistan Declaration written? So this is an anagram, and your clue is that the first football match was also played here. Brilliant. Next question. What is the national animal of Pakistan? This is a historical question because the animal has been there throughout history and is still there. Okay, the national anthem of Pakistan. This one's multiple choice. Okay, so Muhammad Ali Jinnah passed away in Karachi. What was the cause of his death? Okay, great. Everyone, submit your answers for the first round if you haven't done so already. And we'll be moving on to the next round soon.
All right. Everyone ready to move on to the next round?
Just a sec.
Okay.
Hey, guys. I'm dying at some of the answers. The discussions are actually too funny.
I think just the chat's quite entertaining, actually.
By the way, because I'm using my timer, so I'm a bit slow with the scoring. So I'm taking my time. But oh wow. Let's see.
All right, let's go on to the next round.
Right.
Okay, I'm actually really excited for this round.
Okay, so Ziad, if you can time for the rest of them. Okay, so basically, there's gonna be a bunch of different type of questions. There'll be Antakshari, there'll be guess the lyrics. So, yep. Get my guitar. Okay, don't look at me. Okay, so Antakshari is basically how it's played. So we're gonna obviously play the twisted version of it. So I'm gonna tell Ali to say the alphabets in his head, and then I'm going to tell him to stop. The letter that he stops at, I will have to sing a song that begins with that letter, like the first lyric of the song. When I finish singing, the last sound that I make, so if it's a ba, ka, whatever, the last sound I make, you have to come up with a song, a Pakistani song. That song title begins with that letter.
And the caveat is, right, Hiba, that it has to be Pakistani. It can't be Indian, can't be a general Desi song. Has to be Pakistani song.
Okay, so I'm going to Ali start alphabets. Stop.
K or Gov, I guess.
Okay, K. कैसे बताए क्यों तुझको चाहे यारा बता ना पाए बातें दिलों की देखो जो बाकी आंखें तुझे समझ आए तू जाने ना तू जाने ना तू जाने ना तू जाने ना So you have to come up with a song, a Pakistani song that starts with a or a.
All right, and you guys have 30 seconds starting now. And so just let us know when 30 seconds are up.
Thumbs up. Let's go.
No more answers.
Okay, we're moving on. Name the song and the band name.
और आसमां इनके सिवा जाना कहाँ बढ़ती रहे ये रोशनी चलता रहे ये कारवां.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. Next question.
Yep.
Right, so the song that I'm going to play was originally sung by which legendary Qawwali singer? That's all you get.
All right, so 30 seconds starts now. Yeah, let us know when time's up.
Yep, I'm counting. All right, next question.
Okay.
All right, that's it for that one.
Right, so these are the lyrics of a song. I just guessed the missing lyric. I'm not going to say it because I'm not Punjabi, so I don't have the accent, but Asante jana e, kinne kinne jana e. 30 seconds, go.
All right, next question.
Okay, next question. Okay, so what is the name of this band? So they're one of Pakistan's and one of South Asia's most successful bands. Q magazine regarded them as one of the biggest bands in the world. The New York Times called them the U2 of Pakistan. Since their inception, the group has released a collective total of 19 albums, 7 studio albums, 1 soundtrack, 2 live albums, blah, blah, blah. They have sold over 30 million copies worldwide. So who are they?
Okay, next question.
Who sang this ghazal and is also known as a Shahnshah-e-Ghazal?
Okay, next question.
Well done, guys.
All right.
All right, so we'll give you 1 minute to get answers together, and then we're moving on to the next round. So get those answers in quick time.
Okay, also, if everyone could like send one message with their answers in one text to each of the 5 questions, that would be very much appreciated. and not like separate messages, but
Also, guys, my friends who are on this, you can't call me to get the answer. my gosh.
All right, so once the minutes pass, we'll just move on to the next round and then total up scores at the end.
Yep, that's fine.
All right, should we move on?
Yeah, Ziad, I got the timer.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
All right. With Backsock, you gotta quickly answer. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. They haven't submitted their answer yet. Okay, done.
Yep.
All right, so this is the geography round. No more answers. I've already locked them in. So what is the name of this landmark that is in the photo seen here? Okay, should we move on?
Yep.
Yes, the timer is here. Gotcha. Okay.
Some of these answers don't need 30 seconds. Okay. All right. This is the next question. What is the name of the China-Pakistan highway? To give you a clue, the letters are assembled here and you have to put them into the right order. All right, next question. That sound gives me PTSD. What is the third most populous city in Pakistan? These photos aren't clues, by the way. They're just photos of different cities in Pakistan, just in case you thought that was the answer. Okay, next question. So we have three provinces labeled, sorry. So we have A, B, and C, and your task is to name all three of these provinces. Okay, next question. And the final one, so time starts now. You have 30 seconds to name as many Pakistani cities as you can. Time has started.
You guys need to type faster.
Oh my days, some of you guys are going nuts.
How many more seconds about?
How much time's left? 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, time's up, time's up. All right.
Nobody else can submit answers.
Okay, none of the answers
wonderful.
you're gonna send in now will be counted. So stop typing,
Yep.
everybody. Rafiq, stop
Okay.
typing.
I've already marked what's the last answer,
Yeah,
so there's no point typing anymore because I know which one's the last one. Wonderful. Thank you guys. Okay, this round is done. Just submit the rest of your answers for the first 1, 2, 3, 4 questions. Okay, the only one that haven't submitted is with PackSock again. Y'all You guys are so late, man. Come on. We have to move forward. All right, let's move forward. Come on.
Yeah. All right, so the last round.
Pretty cool anyway. So question 1, Hiba. When did Pakistan win the T20 World Cup? So that's the T20 World Cup. Okay, next question. In which sport does Pakistan hold the highest number of trophies in the world? So I guess you could say we're the best in the world at this sport. Cricket, squash, kabaddi, or hockey?
Okay, next.
Next question. Okay, what does the name Pakistan mean? Next question. Okay, who penned the famous Sari Jahan Se Acha Hindustan Hamara? This is just, you've got to know it. We're not giving you any options here. And finally, another one of those speedy rounds. List as many of the spoken languages in Pakistan in 15 seconds, starting now. And time is up. So no more answers submitted after now will be accepted. And that was the final round and the final question. So please submit all your answers now.
You guys can't be submitting more languages, by the way. Not gonna be accepted.
Okay, so we're just gonna take a couple minutes to just quickly look through things and we'll go over the answers.
Yeah. So just
You
a
guys
couple things we need to do.
From an intense quiz.
We can have a quick chai break.
Okay, sorry guys. Any of my friends who are trying to bribe me right now, it's really not gonna work, but I appreciate it.
Yo, send me, I need the answers. I can't mark without the answers. Someone send me the answers. Okay. Are you guys ready? Everyone back from their little chai break?
Oops. Okay, Hamani, you can discuss first.
All right, so. Okay, so starting with the answers to the food question. A lot of people got faluda right, so that's good. A lot of people didn't get pakode right, which actually really surprised me. But the second one was pakode, besan ka atta, pyaz, and masala. Number 3 was gola ganda, which also a lot of people got right. Number 4, mango lassi. And number 5, jalfrezi. So I think on the whole, this was one of the better rounds. Ali, do you want to go for the next one?
Yes, so the round 2 answers. The city in which the Pakistan Declaration was written was actually Cambridge. So I think a lot of people were thinking of Pakistani cities, but no, it was written in Cambridge by Chaudhry Ahmed Ali. The next question was Marpur. And I think it comes from Farsi. So I think Mar means snake and Hor means snake killer, because the legend is that like it will seek out and kill snakes. So that's interesting. The national anthem was written by Hafiz Jalandhari, and Ghazi passed away of tuberculosis. He actually had tuberculosis for many, many years before Pakistan was created. And in those days, it was a terminal diagnosis. So he kept it a secret because he knew that if people found out that Ghazi Azam had TB, then they would kind of wait for him to pass away and then kill the Pakistan movement off. So for the sake of Pakistan and like our country, kind of kept it very private and very secret. But soon after, he passed away of tuberculosis. So that was round 2. Round 3 answers.
Okay. Okay, so the first one, so any Pakistani song that begins with A, so a lot of you put Adat, I Kuch Aber, and basically all were right. So the second question, so that was Dil Al Pakistan, and it was sung by Junaid Jamshed from Vital Signs. So we asked for the band name, so if you put Vital Signs, then you got the point. So basically the song that I sang, Jab Tilak, so that song was originally composed by Amir Khusro in the 14th century, and then it was sung by Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan for first time. So Bilo Dekhar, that was the missing lyric. So the song sung by Abrar al-Haq, and it actually sold over 40 million albums worldwide, just that song. And Abrar al-Haq is also known as the king of Pakistan pop. Next question. So the band, the really well-known band in the world, really, was Junoon. And Junoon, so we've got Salman Ahmed in it, Nusrat Hussain, Brian O'Connell, and Ali Azmat. Yep. And then the ghazal, Ranjishi Sahi, that it was sung by Mehdi Hassan, and he is known as the Shahnshah of ghazal. Yeah.
I was muted, sorry. So round 4 answers. The first answer was the name of the fort is Bilawpur Port in Bilawpur. Second answer, the highway is Karakoram that connects Pakistan and China. The third is the third most popular city in Pakistan, which is Faisalabad. The fourth round answer is Balochistan for the first province, Sindh was the second, and the third was Punjab. And for the fifth, there are a total number of 99 cities in Pakistan. So grape, yes, very grape, mashallah. Well done, everybody. You guys did really well on that, especially question 5. You guys were steaming ahead with all the answers, so well done. Next.
So Pakistan won the World Cup in 2009. That was the year I started secondary school, so I remember that really well. Yeah, 2007 was, I believe, when we played India in the final, but we missed out that time. And a lot of people put 2007, which I thought was quite entertaining. But yeah, 2009, brilliant World Cup. Shahid Afridi, I think he smashed out many, many sixes in the semi-final, and he got us through to the final, which we won. The answer to question 2 was hockey. So yeah, Pakistan's always had like a great history with hockey. In fact, when you look specifically at World Cup trophies, Pakistan hold joint highest with Germany. Until recently, obviously it was Pakistan, but Germany's won a few more recently. Pakistan means land of the pure. Allama Iqbal wrote Sare Jahan Se Acha Hindustan Hamara, and there's 74 spoken languages in Pakistan, and the top 5 are Punjabi, Saraiki, Urdu, Pashto, and Sindhi. So obviously Pashto is spoken in KPK, and Saraiki is spoken in Multan. A lot of people think it would be Multani, but no, it's Saraiki. So those are the answers to round 5. I think some of us are still adding up and totaling up the points. So if you guys hold on, soon you'll know who won.
Suspense.
Okay, should we announce?
I think we need another minute, right, guys? You guys need 1 more minute.
Would we? Okay, cool.
Don't worry, guys, we aren't match fixing. We're not, this isn't match fixed. This isn't, we're not, you know, we're not helping our friends here, just to avoid any confusion in the chat. Or anyone WhatsApping me right now. Or anyone WhatsApping me.
Simon's an imposter, man. This guy's acting.
Yeah, I think we should give a shout out to him for whatever he's saying.
Most active chatter.
I
don't know if that's a thing, but most active in the group chat. Shout out to Sam.
I think him and Xiaomi deserve a shout out for the
yeah, definitely. Very active.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Thank you you're most welcome. Exactly. You guys won the participation award. Well done.
Yeah, definitely. You
Most
guys
spoken.
100%. I definitely think Sam gets absolutely no question, no competition. No. Gets an award for the most class spoken.
Can you put some respect on our boy Sam, please?
Look at his messages. Hey Baji, remembered you were like my younger sister. Quiz answers mein khayal rakhna.
Yo, people are mad.
Okay.
It's hard being me. Okay, Sam.
Part-time, babe. Also,
Oh my god, this chat is too funny.
Yep.
all right, so let me just double check who the
So.
I think we have a winner now, right, guys?
I think
From
so.
what I can see. All right, so are we ready? So, okay.
Oh, top three. Let's do top three.
Yeah, fine. We'll do top three, starting from number 3. Okay. Hiba, do you want to bring it up? Oh wait. Okay, no.
So, third place.
Ellie, do you have an interesting Multan fun fact to tell us, since you have a lot of Multan fun facts while we're waiting?
So when we were coming up with this quiz, I basically was saying to the rest of these guys that there's not enough Muldani people in the UK, so we should put like lots of Multan questions in as a, like a little shout. I'm from Multan, obviously. So yeah, that's basically why Mani's saying that. So I think Multan have like the best mangoes in Pakistan. It's also the hottest city in Pakistan. It's one of the oldest cities in Pakistan. It's called the City of Saints. It's got like a really nice fort, and it's got Shah Rukh Alam's mausoleum. So basically, if you guys are ever in Pakistan, go to Multan. That's my little Multan shout out.
Okay. All right. So I think thank you for that intro to Multan. Okay, so I guess we can now announce the winners. All right. So, okay, so in third place is it W? What is WI?
It's Wolverhampton's Packsock.
Okay.
Yo,
Woo!
big up Wolves.
Third
Let's
place.
go Wolves. Shout out to Wolves, man.
Okay. All
Adding
right. So
priority
in
in them,
second place is the Rafiqs. Okay, so that
West
means
Midlands
the
gang.
winners are, and I'm really happy about this. Go Karina! Corona, not Karina.
Go
So
Corona.
good job, guys. You have won 1,000.
Astaghfirullah.
You have won a £100 Amazon gift card, and don't worry, I will get you guys it.
Yeah, so you just have to, one of you can send me your address on Instagram, and then we'll sort that out for you. So congratulations.
Just to emphasize, it's not fixed, it's not rigged, just because we know the team. But they have one fair and square. All right, so that was our quiz. Thank you so much, guys. We had a lot of fun. We hope you guys did too. Don't forget to follow our Instagram page, TCF-YP North, because Corona's slowing us down, but we have a lot planned. So keep a lookout. Also, the donation link has been sent to everyone's WhatsApp groups. Entry to this quiz is free and there's no obligation, but every little help helps the children.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. It was so much fun. Yeah, so hope to see you guys in our future events.
Thank you, guys.
Bye. Bye.